don't suppose I shall ever get used to this thing.
Children, will you push the bed back into place, please?
I think we could all do with a nice cup of tea.
Oh, no time for that. I've gone to a lot of trouble to find this spell. I'm going to try it immediately. Mr. Brown, kindly let me have your shoes, please.
Oh, fine.
What's the shoes for?
Really, Charles, if you'd been paying attention, I should think you'd be aware that substitutionary locomotion is the art of causing inanimate objects to take on a life force of their own. Obviously, I must have inanimate objects to experiment with.
Makes sense, don't it?
Stand back, everyone. I need plenty of room. I want you all to be absolutely quiet. Mr. Brown, you have the Star of Astaroth, I believe.
Oh, yes. It's in my nice clean hanky.
It's all right, Mr. Brown. I should have realized that it would be quite impossible to take an object from one world into another. If only I would have had the sense to remember the words on that star.
I know the words, Miss Price. Don't bother, Miss Price. She's thinking.
Charlie, why don't you and I nip down to the village and get something for supper? And I might conceivably call into the pub for a pint to steady my nerves.
Trebona.
I do know the words, Miss Price.
Please,
How can you know the words when Miss Price doesn't?
You wish to put this on Miss Price's bill?
That is correct.
I don't believe we've met.
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Price's teacher, Emilius Brown, from London.
Professor Brown, of course. Oh, how many times I've seen your name on your packages to Miss Price. Oh, extremely masculine handwriting. I should have known. Professor Emilius Brown.
The very same.
I'll confess something. Such was the nature and frequency of your correspondence with Miss Price, I ventured to hope there was something of a personal interest between you.
If there only were. Miss Price is a fine woman.
I must heartily agree. We're very fond of her here.
I'm sure.
In point of fact, how many times I've said to myself, oh, fortunate is the man who can secure Miss Price for a wife.
One could say that, yes.
You yourself are not married.
Alas, no. These are strange and fearful times in which we live, my good woman. Who could ask someone you cherish to share such an uncertain future?
Very well. Don't say I didn't warn you, Professor Brown. One of these days, you mark my words, someone will come riding out of nowhere to seize and carry off Miss Price before your very eyes.
I shouldn't be surprised. Charles?
Good morning. And who was that, may I ask?
Professor Emilius Brown from London. He's come to see Miss Price. A very good friend, I understand.
Ah, indeed.
But Mrs. Hobday seemed to fancy you.
Shh! I consider her a very dangerous person.
What,
Mrs. Hobday is the most dangerous of species. A matchmaker.
And massing of barges in French and Dutch Channel ports. The Prime Minister has told the nation to be on the alert for signs of a possible invasion. That was the news.
To think I might have been able to do something about all this.
It's out of your hands now, my dear.
If only I could have remembered those words. It's maddening.
Why don't someone ask me? Come off it, Paul. You can't remember those kind of words. You mean like Traguna, Mercoides, Tricorum satis.
Traguna Mercoides Tricorum satis. How do you know that?
Easy. Says so right here in me book.
You mean it was there in your book all the time?
Yeah, but nobody ever listens to me.